Good morning. Welcome to day 2 summertime. Let's see. We have a lot that we have to look forward to. We have a bow. We have that bow that we don't really need too bad. But we also have a number of arrows. We have spears. Oh my goodness, we have a lot of things. We got Alwyn to the spot where we needed him to be. And we did get our person to harvest. I think we're at a point where now we need more fertilizer. Welcome back to the village, everyone. Glad to join you again on this week. You can probably tell by the sound of my voice that I've got entertaining sinuses. So that is the theme of seasonal change for me. And you know what? It used to get me down. It used to be a real bummer for getting into the seasons, but you know, it is just a part of the change, and it's come to grips with the fact that it's just always going to be a thing. So it's just going to be this way. I hope I don't sound too bad. So in our episodes, we'll just kind of chalk it up to allergies. Who knows? Maybe race me has some summertime allergies. Well, I hope you enjoyed the story from the last one. I rather enjoyed how everything worked out with having Alwyn follow us and end up in the village with us and end up helping out, since it's always nice to have a helping hand, and Alwyn's been a part of our journey here. I do love that they made that a big part of the storyline. I love that it was something that happens from the start of the game and that you have the option of following through with, and that it does change and that he's dynamic, right? Like, Alwyn goes through some entertaining growth, and we, as a character, get to watch all that happen and be a part of it. I very much enjoy that. And it's been a while since I played the Valley, so I haven't seen that particular storyline carry through as much as I have before. And now, with us here, it's really nice to have the village set up. It's really nice to be in a spot where we're getting somewhere, right? I really want to make that little sitting spot. I think that's an important thing. Oh, I just realized that I'm tensing up, and I do that every time. It's just the kind of person I am, right? I am a naturally anxious person. It is my default setting, anxiety. But it's gotten easier in time to just deal with it and go with it. And if you too are an anxious person by default, then I am here with you. I empathize. If not, hey, that's great. I'm sure that every time in life we have something unique that challenges us and pushes us to grow. We all have a thing that is going to help us grow, and that really it's just a space for us to see what we're like and see how to grow in our space, right? Well, what I'm saying here is that I noticed that I tensed my shoulders, and I noticed that I absolutely have to relax them, and that if I don't, then I am just kind of sitting there and I'm getting all, I'm doing the things that tell our body to be anxious. So what I did there is I relaxed my shoulders immediately upon thinking about it, and then I've got my breath steady. And so let's do that together, just to get you in a good space for whatever you're doing right now. And I hope that you are in a good spot. I hope that you are safe where you're at, and that you are in a space where you can relax and we can have this time together just to relax for a while. Let's take a deep breath in, filling all the way to the base of your abdomen, and breathe out. Breathe in and imagine filling the space that goes right down to where your belly button is, right to the center of your body. And breathe out. And one more time, breathing in deeply. And out. Nice. Well, thank you for taking that time with me. I know that there's a person who I followed on TikTok who, Little Bird, he would always do these moments where you would meet, that you would see his video and he'd say, hey, here we are again. We may not, wherever you are in your day, I hope you have a moment to just relax and take the time. And that I really appreciate that. And I hope everything's okay with him. The last I saw he was at the doctor, so I hope he'll be okay. And it's nice to take these moments, and it's not often that we just do that for ourselves. We're so busy caught up in our moments that we just have to do all of the things. But it's okay to take the moments to relax. So I'm glad you take the moment with me to relax, and I hope it helps you. There we are. A whole lot of crow to eat today. Speaking of eating, we didn't eat our food by the water side. Alright, there we are. Now, we will not put the nightshade in there. Put some of that in there, and some of that in there. We can drop some berries in too. Now we have a lot of apples because we have a person harvesting them. We also have onion. That's good to have that for the first time. We'll make some good meals now. Okay, I'm glad that we have a worker now. She can do a great job at this, I'm sure. And it might be good for us now. Given how much time we have in our season, I'll take one and let's help out. Let's help with this since, you know, our background is being a farmer. We do need to make sure that we're a part of this. And it's kind of the thing that we take the most pride in. This is probably a spot of relaxation for Racemir. Just to be in the field and know that he's tending the crops and taking care of what needs to be taken care of. Alright. That's it. Carrots are growing. Alright, and she's on that. Couldn't ask for better. We have a good situation going here. Don't need this here stone axe anymore, but we do need... I think we need to... I know we need to start getting ourselves the miners and getting them here. Alwyn's done a great thing for us, being a part of the village and helping us out. Maybe we can kind of repay that by... Wow, look at all those feathers. Speaking of that. A lot of logs, a lot of stones, a lot of limestone, a lot of straw. Not a lot of hose. I think we need to really get ourselves set with, wait. There's no reason why we can't make a stone hoe. I mean, Racemir would know how to make these. Got to be able to, right? I would imagine as a farmer that we can rule that he would know how to do this. Alright, lots of stones are needed. I tell you, this is it. We need those miners. We need them here so they can gather stones for us and start us on this pathway. And then we need to figure out where our mine is going to be, and then we got to start mining. We're in a good place now. We're in a spot where we can actually factually make a huge difference in what we're doing here. This is going to be one of our key problems now. It's keeping cool without being able to use the magic of potions. The hotness of the day is going to be a trick. Okay, well, what I'm thinking is we can make some things and head out. Might be a good idea for that. We'll make a couple hoes, make sure our village is set. I added another compost bin, by the way, just so you know, and I did this off camera just because I didn't have enough room for all of our cabbages, and I figured that we were going to rule that we were going to just have it that we would need to have the compost bins, and that's fine. I want to work within the confines of the game and the rules of the game. It's okay for us to do that. It is going to be a little annoying, but it's okay. A little annoying is no big deal. Okay, now, let's get some more of these. Stone weapons, did I just see that? Nice. One more. 2 stone hoes I hope will last long enough. Perfect. Now, it wouldn't be bad if we could go out and about and make some things that can take care of defending us, but I think we'll be okay for now. There we are. She's got 65 fertilizer. That should be pretty good. It's not enough, but it's a good start. Alright, well, time to assess the situation. I know that our miners were in Jezernica. It's okay for us to go back to there. I would love to expand the apple orchard. Ooh, these are the better ones. Those are done. If I remember right, I think that was this season that we have to take care of that. How much do we have for homes? We have 4 houses, and only 1 that's not occupied yet. By 2 people. I do think it'd be worth having 1 more house, just in case we catch up with both of those gentlemen. So, do we want to go with this? I think probably be better to get 1 of them, but if they travel together, if they are brothers indeed, then it would be pretty sad to take 1 of them and then not the other. And say, yeah, I got a spot for you, but you there, you're just a +1 too many +1s. Yes, indeed. Hot summers. It is a record-breaking day for us today, where I'm from. So we are having temperatures for springtime in the 60s, which for this area is quite impressive. It is generally somewhere in the 50s in our area this time of year, and this is a welcome change. It's been nice. Me and the boys played out in the yard yesterday, and they definitely got muddy and decided to make their own holes in the yard where they could, and then proceeded to jump in these holes with bare feet and get all muddy. And it was super fun, and it was really cute. It was a mess, but it was quite adorable. And they had a great time, of course. Oh, that was a lot of fun. And just watching them have their complete giggles of how much fun they were having with that was a blast. And I'm glad to have that time. And I hope you get those quiet times with you and yours, or even if it's just you get your time, just to relax with what you want to do. I hope you're getting that time. And be sure to take that time. It's oh so important to do so. Absolutely important to do so. Okay, now we need logs. So many more logs. It'd be nice to have that resource storage a little closer. Let's get ourselves a drink. It'd be nice to move it closer, and you know, if we had Sengoku's way of moving buildings, I would probably just move the darn thing. But I am envisioning that we'll have more homes in the future that we can just kind of move around. I think I'd like to get a backpack. That's for sure. It is a scorcher, I tell you what. Wait, is somebody in my village the one who needs help? Oh, please don't be my wife. Oh, hi, sweetheart. Oh, you're sending me another crazy thing. Ooh, you're thinking about it. Of course you were. Oh, Any longer free out now. Raymond. Oh, okay. Fine wine for us. Ready for pickup in Gustovia. Oh, yeah. Dang. Okay. Uh-oh. We better double check and see what, when this is done. Okay, so we have time. I do love how it says tonight, and it's like, you got 2 seasons to take care of this. She's a very understanding wife. We'll make sure we get that. Well, I'll tell you what, then we better get ourselves moving here. That means we're gonna have our family started earlier than we probably, if we were trying to actually do a proper job of, if we were gonna try to do a proper job of making sure our villagers are the highest levels, this would be a bad move, because we would not want our child to be born and not have the best stats from the 2 of us, but we're not playing this version for stats. We're playing this version for just the fun of it. That's what we're doing. So we're not going to stress about that at all. We're going with the storyline. There we go. Hey, alright. Oops. Ha! Take that log. Okay, now a lot of logs. And then I am drawn to wanting to say, oh, lot of log. But I realize now how much that ages me. And if you got a kick out of that reference, that ages you too, and that's great. Let's be there together. is entertaining working with middle schoolers because of how much they draw attention to your age. It's a hoot. Let's see here. We have a lot of trees to get through, and we have a lot of trees. It's one of the... I think this is a very big win for this area, is the fact that we have a lot of access to trees here. And it's quite helpful to be able to have that. Right? Because sometimes, and there's some really great build locations here that are just almost at the edge of being awesome, but then they have a lack of tree or they have a lack of other resources. For me, got the lake right here. We're far away from the mine, which is regrettable. We'll have to figure out the way to work with that, and it's not a big deal, but it's so good. And that's one of those key things. You want to be able to have a location you love going back to. Oh, darn. There's a part of me that keeps going, let's just bend the rules just this once. But I mean, it's right here, not even that far away. No point in bending the rules if it's just this close. Yes! There we go. And we're wrapping this thing up. Now, a good way to do the building, if you want it to go quicker, is make sure you build the smallest, the easiest ones first, the ones that require the lowest amount of resources. Just because then it goes faster.
The heat is unbearable.
I can imagine that it is quite rough. Now, let's see here. Well, I was hoping to see the eclipse last night. I don't know if anybody else did. I am not the kind of person who wakes up by choice in the middle of the night, unfortunately, and usually if I do, my body is telling me to go back to bed. But we were in the majority of the United States got to be in the pathway of it, but it would have been at 3:30 in the morning, which is only about 2 hours ago, but still, not, didn't get a chance to see it. I'll have to watch it. Somebody's recording on it. It is always a neat thing to see. I know when I was young, my parents had me, we all went outside and watched. Oops, I'll go over this way and drop these off. Pardon the fact that I'm permitting myself just to carry the log to save one trip back. There we go, and we'll run out the door. And it was really fun to see as a child, just to be like, whoa, that's kind of crazy. It just went from our normal full moon of bright white to this red. It's a really pretty thing to see. It is neat too, because the colors of the red is all just due to the fact that the light has to travel. The only light that's reflecting on the moon is the only kind that can actually travel through the atmosphere to get to us is the red light. Since our atmosphere scatters blue so effectively, and that leaves behind just the red light. This green light is also scattered by our atmosphere, just not as effectively as blue. And when it's a nice day outside, a sunny day like this, there's the scattering effect, loud and clear right above us. It's a gorgeous thing. It's a lucky thing we have here on this planet to be able to see such a beautiful sight. It could have been different, obviously, but also maybe not so much given the fact that obviously, ooh, I know what's going on here. Unfortunately, we have a little bit of a problem here. I know exactly what's going on. We're out of firewood and they're starting to burn planks. You there. You're gonna have to head on out there, guy. Let's take care of this. Well, anyway, so since we've got the situation where the Earth is blocking out the light from the moon, then the only thing that can travel that distance through the atmosphere, and it does bend a bit because the Earth is round and it does have that curvature, and the light does bend through the atmosphere because of that difference in how fast light travels through air versus space versus warmer, colder air in the upper and lower atmosphere, and the thicker and less thicker in the atmosphere. That leads to that red light getting to the moon and then bouncing off the surface of the moon back to us. So in the spots where the Earth is blocked out, the light of the sun reflecting off the moon, all we're left with seeing is that red light that can travel through the atmosphere so much better. And that's only because of that. It's only because of that whole scattering effect of our atmosphere. Oh man, characters are way overloaded. I'm gonna say that we'll save ourselves a trip here and just do this. Okay, there we go. Now we can finally keep ourselves going. Ugh, that's dicey. I gotta be sure I'm doing a better job of watching that firewood amount. We're gonna have to get somebody on it at some point too. Get a few more planks so we can finish that building. Then we're gonna have an overland trip, and we gotta make sure that we can get to Jazarica. Let's see if we actually find the miners there. If we do, well, that's a lucky spot for us. Then I think it is also worthwhile for us to consider, well, starting to really get the maintenance in the village set in. I do think we need another lumberjack, to be sure. Just because of how much need we have for all of this. The planks for our buildings, firewood that we're constantly running out of. Crows in the field, don't like that. Alright, let's finish this up, and we'll go. So it's a lot of fun watching the eclipse. It is. I'd like to have seen it last night, but also 3:30 in the morning makes it tough. If you got to see it, I'm curious what your thoughts were about it. Was it gorgeous? Did you enjoy it where you were at? Were you actually in a pathway where you could see it? There we go. Right. Let's go. Now we don't want to be running around all night long. It would be good to bring something to sell. Since we are going to go into a town where we can sell to the merchants, it'd probably be good to bring something with us. Let's see what we can get away with here. I believe we had hoods, simple hoods. There is linen fabric. There we go. Oh boy, I don't know if we want to make too many. We'll make a little bit here and we'll head out from there. And get a sip of coffee so I can go and just enjoy the time here. It's good to just have time to relax. And I know for me this is a very important thing to do, is to slow down and take the time. Oh yes, also, Happy Pi Day. It's a fun day to celebrate the number pi and all of its well-rounded attributes, if you pardon the pun. I hope that today's a pizza day for you, and or any other kind of pie that you happen to enjoy. Fun day just to have an excuse to enjoy pie. And why not? I used to in my classes when I was teaching physics, I got really good at drawing circles on a chalkboard in my early part of my career. I remember wowing the students one time by just drawing a circle on the spot, and they're going like, "Oh, how did you do that?" And it's like, honestly, just lots and lots of doing this over and over again. It kind of turns into a habit, and then you just the chest kind of goes by rote, and you just kind of do it. And we would, a lot of things in what we learn relate to circles and rely on pi, of course, for when we are, well, let's see here, we do a whole unit on rotation, so of course that's obviously a huge part of it. Tires, my youngest son used to be riding on a bike, and he had his little miniature wheels, those little 10-inch diameter at best wheels for his intro bike, and he was just not quite ready for the size 16 bike. And boy, that poor kid, he would be working so hard following me and my oldest son, who was on a 16-inch wheel bike. And so this last week, I got him on, I pulled the other bike out of storage, because I thought it was bigger. I thought it was an 18-inch wheel. Turns out it's a 16-inch wheel. replaced the tube inside the tire and got my eldest son riding on it and realized this is about the same size. And then noticed that my son's helmet my youngest has got helmets with flames on it, and this bike is red with flames, and I'm going like, well, wait a minute, he never gets to have his own thing. He never gets to have his own special bike or his own thing. He's always got the hand-me-down. So what we did instead was, instead of handing it to the eldest son, which was going to happen, that no, your bike works for you, it fits you well, it's green, and your helmet's green, and you got that cool like reptile helmet, let's stick with that. And Theo, or our youngest guy, he deserves to have his own bike to start out with, and that was something everybody enjoyed. You know, my eldest son was happy with that, and youngest son, of course, was super happy because he has his own bike now, and it even has, I haven't balanced the spokes out in the back tire, so it wobbles a bit. And I told him too, I said, hey, I'll fix the back spokes if you want, and get it so the wheel actually rolls and doesn't bump. He says, no, I like it. I'm like, okay. And I think it's really just a matter of, this thing is special to me, and because it does this, that makes it mine and uniquely mine. And I just found that really fun, that he likes its quirks, and that he's happy with its quirks, and that that's good enough for him, and that it makes him excited for it. And I'm really happy that he has it. And we took a 3.5-mile bike ride to a little park, and he did a great job, and it was really fun to just see him be able to keep up with his brother. He's still a little anxious on a bike. He's fallen off of it before, trying to do tricks that he's not ready for. Like he saw his brother do the one-handed thing where you just lift one hand up and ride, and you know, that was not, you know, he thought it would be easy, and he took a pretty big spill and felt bad, and made sure he was okay, and we got him back up and whatnot, and he's riding and having fun still, but you know, it's still in his mind, I'm sure. So I don't know, he'll take his time with it, and he'll get good. He'll get better at it as he goes. And it's okay that it's taking a little while for him. It's good to take your time in it. I mean, he's already riding at 5, going on 6, and I think that's better than I was when I was a kid. Pretty sure I didn't start riding a bike until I was a little older. We definitely, I think my wife and I attribute that to, he's got one of those little balance bikes where you kind of paddle with your feet. There's no pedals. You just kind of kick your feet off the ground, and that's how you navigate. And then you get used to the whole balancing, pulling your legs up and gliding and steering. And that seems to have really made the difference, honestly. That is most definitely the thing that has led him to being an early rider and a really good rider. At some point he'll be able to do the stand-up and pedal, which he's already done, but he gets nervous. He doesn't want to fall over. And then he'll be able to generate a lot more power. But for now, we had a nice long trip. He didn't have to work twice as hard because of how, thinking about that circumference of his wheel, every pedal, every rotation for him was such a small trip. It was, what, 20 pi? Yeah, 20 pi rotation, 20 pi distance. And for Finn, it's 32. So we're talking a significantly greater distance that my eldest son was able to pedal compared to my youngest, just because of the size of the wheel. Oh my, how far did she get? Oh good, she got an entire field done. So she got a 24 square in a day. Doesn't look like she got that done now, so let's do that before the end of the day, since right now it wouldn't be a good idea for us to travel at night. I'm not a huge fan of getting ambushed. What we'll do instead, 53, that's not bad. 4 planks, that's okay. Stone hoe, Oh, that was pretty wild. Something fell over on the porch because it's getting windy out there. Had to double check to make sure things were okay. Okay. Do I have any bags in here? Oh my goodness, look at all the leather. We should probably craft some of these up. And this will be what we'll have to do today. This will take care of a lot of what we need to do. Just basic stuff, right? Maybe keep some of this leather too. It might be a good idea to keep a little bit of this leather on hand just for us to make some more things that are a little better tiered. And here we are, Friday. There's a lot of storms that are going to be pushing across the stateside. So, as far as today is concerned, and this Friday the 14th, and if you hear this in a different day, then in the past there was a fairly big storm that went across the states. Hopefully everything goes okay for you and that you're safe in your area, and that it's just storms go over, no damage done, and they move on. It's generally windy by us on stormy days here. We seem to be in a joke about it being a wind tunnel. Alright, let's do just 20 of the bag. And then... Nice. Now, working with just the wooden hose, we'll end up breaking both of these. I figure before the night shows up, we've spent a lot of time just crafting these items. We don't really need. I'm guessing he doesn't feel tired yet, so we'll work a bit and then be ready for sleep. And as before, I'll turn the brightness up so we can actually see what's going on. There we go. Ooh, and let's see here. Are we going to make the whole field? I'm gonna say no. Not even close. Okay. Well, let's see what we still have available. Perfect. Good to have tools on hand. That's why we do this, isn't it? Alright, well, I know that this is going to be a cabbage thing. It's going to be getting late. Let's not spend too much time out here. We'll drop these seeds in, call it a night. And tomorrow's going to be a day of traveling. Mr. Moneybags is going to go from town to town. You know, I think what we'll have to do too is we'll probably spend a little bit of money on this too. Oh, you know, I just realized something. We're certainly not ready for some things here. We don't have anything built for our people. So if I'm going to take on these two gentlemen as workers, well, what kind of work are they going to do? We certainly do need to consider having something for them to do. So, build that extraction hut tomorrow. Let's do the extraction shed tomorrow morning, then leave right away. Okay, perfect. That ought to do it. I'll make sure that we have some of those in there, and then we can leave this in here and have it set. Alright, well, how late are we talking here? Oh dear, not bad at all. Almost 10 o'clock. That's not bad. I say we run into the water and take ourselves a swim at night. That would be perfect. And... oh man, how good that would feel. How good that would feel. And now what a beautiful night. Moon looks to be perhaps waxing? Hard to tell. I didn't notice what the lights were like last night. There we are. Lightning bugs or torch flies. By us, they're called lightning bugs. I'm not sure. Well, what are they called by you? Sorry for the little, there's going to be an odd break to the music and things like that. I didn't realize I hadn't unpaused it after changing the lighting, so sorry about that little break and things there. Alright, we better get some sleep. See you in the morning. Ooh, let's go. Now, it's time to get some things going here. Time to get a lot of things going. We need that extraction shed. Now we can, I think a lot of where we should build is over there. I think it probably takes, no, we'll have to just deal with it. I know it takes a lot of straw. Probably 48 would be a fair guess, although 64 could be fair. There we go. Alright, what are we carrying that we don't need to carry? A shovel. Perfect. Alright, now let's get that extraction shed built. Because that is a key for us. If we don't have it, we won't have anywhere for our miners to work, and all of this hard work will be for nothing. So, we've luckily got a great area to build over here. There we are. Excavation shed. Oh, 26 logs. Oh, and only 32. I'm glad that they have this totally in here now. Love that. Really helpful. Let's see here. Well, you know what? We can balance it out between the two of these by having it in the clay area, but also having it in the stone area. We'll put it right there by the roadway. Oh, I did not bring stones, but that would make sense because the logs would have been weighing me down. 26 logs. We need 12 more logs. 8 stones. We're gonna get these things done here. Oh, that's a very handy amount of stone right here. Perfect. Now, as for our stones and then our logs, we can build the foundation around it. Sorry, the frame around this easily. And I could probably just steal some of the trees from this area. It'll grow back. Now, what I'm going to do here to help myself out later, I'm just going to do the first swings so that I can easily finish those off by getting it to bump up quick, so that when we finish a wall, we get that speed for builders trance. Now let's see here. Do we have enough to build one of those? No, no sticks. But there are tons of sticks in the area, so we'll do that. Alright. Now, with the hammer done, it'll be hammer time. And we needed 26, which means from now we need 26 total. And this will be just 6. We don't need 26 total, we need 6. We need 12 more, so just 3 trees. Nice to see that log not jump high into the air. Now let me do my math again. It's 3 per tree, not 4. I'm picturing that I'm cutting down maples, not spruces. Oh, my brain is going towards bad tree jokes, and I realize that I can make you evergreen from all of the tree jokes that I know, but I know that you're pining for them. So I'll try to spruce them up as we go. I apologize. Gotta have fun with your time. And, of course, you know I was an educator, which means, of course, I'm going to tell bad jokes about all kinds of things. It's just what we do. It doesn't hurt that I'm a dad as well, which means I have to do this double or twofold. Oh, 1 log to go. Now, then we'll take down this young birch here, and we'll just take 1 from it and go. Now, the irony is that we had that shovel, we could have just taken up a stump. Easily done, but of course it would have been a little wasteful, because we wouldn't. There we are. Now, we're going to leave this here. Bonk. And it's time to go down the road. Okay. Time to go down the road. It would be good to get some food at some point here. Now, I don't recall if we've gone down this road this season yet. So, it's possible that we have to be mindful of animals. There's a fox over there. Lesnica, Jazernica. We can always gather some berries, a fresh harvest on the way. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Have to find some berry bushes, though. I do appreciate the fact that as I'm playing this, there's a part of me that gets anxious, right? Just going like, oh, shoot, am I running through the wolf area? Do not want our character to die. I've been definitely getting invested in his life as well. and I really don't want anything to happen to him. But it's treacherous areas to travel through, and there's risks every time. We've navigated well so far. 3 wolves last time. Not bad, if I do say, if Racemir does say so himself. Oh, there we go. Now we can get a quick harvest of berries. There we are. There's a nice patch of them. We haven't just gathered up ourselves a meal in a while. Why not? We're traveling, and there's a lot of wonderful bushes in the area to gather from. Let's take and just have a harvest given to us straight from nature. There we are. Definitely does not satisfy the hunger quite like fish would. But it does satisfy the water needs, that's for sure. Handful after handful after handful of berries. Okay, now we of course have to hope that the gentlemen are here. I am wondering now, our wife, she sent us on a quest to get a bottle of wine. She said she already paid for it. Now I believe her, but I also don't believe that it's going to turn out to be that easy. There's just no way it's going to be just go get the wine and come on back. I mean, last time going to get the soup, I mean, that turned into quite the ordeal. I managed to get fortunate enough to take Vicent out and get a skull out of one of them, but that didn't turn out to be too simple. And Racemir here had this horrible nightmare that he died hunting them at one point. Oh my goodness. Ah, here we are. Just Antarctica. Good to be back. Alright, gentlemen. Are you the... you're not? Oh. So one of you stayed. No, Edward stayed.
I get a feeling that the locals frown upon us.
I don't know, my friend. Huh. So, one of the problems of taking on all these older guys is that we won't be able to have a lot of families here, but that does mean that we'll have a lot more workers who can get things done.
How
Well,
can
friend,
I help you?
I need to find your brother, apparently. Oh, you're not brothers. Travel friends. That's fair. Well, I'm glad that you are still here, and I'm happy to take you on into our village. We are going to need help. You told me last time I met you all about the different ores that you had already worked with before. So I'm looking forward to seeing what you can do. Now we obviously need a pickaxe. You also can use a shovel, so we'll keep some of these on hand. I'm just going to put these in here as placeholders. Now, I don't really want him gathering straw for the sake of getting straw, but I am realizing that I didn't make any pickaxes, so we'll do that. We'll say that now we have him, now we can actually make pickaxes properly. Oh, well, hello, sir.
Hello.
Yes, I do need some things from you, as a matter of fact. Locally sewn bags from a local artisan, and hoods. Ooh, I bet you my lady would love this. Fashionable. She does love to be fancy, but she is also a free spirit. Free spirit is kind of the big part of her. I think she'd love this. Why not?
There. See you soon.
Part of what we need to do is actually enjoy the coin we have. And we never did get our wife a proper gift, so it's time to get her something nice. I think the perfume, I think she'll love that. Oh, I hope this wine bottle turns out to work alright. Alright, friend.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm ready to take a ride to Gustovia. I'm tired of walking for now. Let's go, friend. Well, I tell you what, that is way nicer to simply travel that way. Oh, yeah, here we go. Time to get the wine. Wait a minute. Hmm. Who did she get the wine from? Okay. From our cook lady, that's good. Alina. Huh? Play with the contagious laugh. That seems to be about right. Mm-hmm. And you'll enjoy it. Many couples order it for special occasions. Oh, aphrodisiac. What's that mean? Well, well, that's fantastic. Thank you. Wait. It okay, I'm not going to say anything. We're just going to go ahead and walk, and we're going to just say, that's really great. I'm glad that everything worked out okay. Ah! I'll go the other way. Yeah, we'll just go through this way. Yeah, sorry.
How?
I don't want to get flailed. Now, I do want to expand the fields for the apple trees. Let's do that. I'd hate to miss an opportunity to have more. Oh, should I be carrying back this perfume and all these lovely things and then gather a bunch of fertilizer or manure? Oh, I should totally buy the manure.
Can I help? Good luck.
Well, I wonder what Alwyn's up to. Is he here? There he is here. I should assume he's probably in the fields. Well, I mean, could he be, or is he Mr. Master Hunter now? Oh. Hey, how's it going there, Master Hunter? Hey, what's going on? Fire in your eyes. You're gonna build an archery target. Yeah, you got it. You ignore this question. I can get a straw without problems. Oh, logs and a hammer to build it. I'll be back after you get the rest, okay? 5 logs. Okay, well, fine. I'll be back. And luckily, I have harvested a couple trees in my time. So, sure. Let's go harvest a couple trees in our time. Alright. All win. Alright, I don't think he'll mind if we tear down the trees up here on the hill. Should be far enough away that nobody cares. Plus, this outcropping will regrow constantly. It seems like a nice little just space for these trees to come back. Oh, yeah, that was my demise right there. Alright, we do need 6, so having 2 of these spruces is perfect. Since we do need to build one more hammer. Oh, I'm out of my stone axe, it turns out. Okay. Alright, well, that other log. Oh dear. Well, there should have been one more log, right? Oh darn. Well, okay. Looks like we're gonna get a little more, looks like we're gonna gather one more. Oops, that's, well, yeah, actually. Oh, that was very interesting. Gotta watch out for jumping logs and phantom logs on the ground. Alright, now I need a couple, the crows follow me. Come to Grey Raven's End, and I will help assist you in finding your end, sweet birdie. No rocks anywhere? Oh, there we are. Oh, gee, there's no stones anywhere around here. These are too big. That's too big. Too round. Too not round. Too small. Too medium-sized. This one's looking at me funny. No, that's not even a rock. Yeah, well, that one, oop, that's too big. Way too big. I don't know what I was thinking there. Oh dear. A lot of sticks though. How about that? There's one. Perfect. That's the exact best rock in the area. We need the perfect stone. I would hate to have not the perfect stone. Alright, now we can head on out. Let's see what Alwyn's up to with this whole thing. And then it's time to go home to our lovely wife and a night to remember. Now, let's see here. Oh, yeah, that's the end of that one. Oh, thank you. Alright, where'd you go, Alwyn? Let's build a thing. Archery target, right? Boom! Here you go. Find a good place. Yeah, okay. One of our workers. Wait a minute. Oh, cabbage seed. Nah, that's okay. We'll get more cabbage seeds before we go. I'll have to finish that planting later. There'll be a lot of sowing of field, or a lot of planting later, or of sowing seeds later. There we are. Owen, anybody ever tell you that you have the slowest pace I have ever seen? Oh my goodness, buddy. I'll be back. Geese. Geese might not be a bad idea. Maybe someday for that too. Oh, there. Oh, now you're in charge of flailing. Cabbage seeds. Let's see here. I could probably use about 32 of them. Have anything that we can just sell?
Friend, have a good day.
There you go. Thanks. And we'll get those in there. That should take care of the rest of our field. You know, if I want to be smart about it, double check. Oh, there's only 3 to go. She's basically finished her job. Yeah, we should have more work for her, but honestly, it's okay. Oh, Owen, are you still walking? Do you know that I was able to go and buy seeds in the time it took you to walk down a hill? Does it ever bother you that you walk so slow? Owen. So we're gonna shoot. We're shooting away from the dock, right? Yeah, great place. Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I didn't realize that was a question. Yes, but I will gladly show you. Here, watch. We're gonna use stone arrows. I'm not gonna waste a good arrow on this. All right. Oh. All right, novice. Watch this. 20 meters, huh? 20? Is this about 20? Estimate. Go for it, and... Oh. Accuracy 100%. Hey, you like that? Alright, buddy. Like that? Alright, dude. What do you got, buddy? And that's how it's done. Oh, modesty is a trait that I work on every day. Practice it, train yourself and you're ready. Be ready for an archery tournament when we meet again. Oh, perfect. I love it. Thanks, Alwyn. Friendly competition with you is always worth it. Take care, friend. Be safe. Don't shoot anybody that you don't want. Well, don't shoot anything that doesn't have 4 legs. Alright, let's get out of here. I'll order a shipment of manure. That's what I'll say we're doing. We'll say we ordered a shipment of manure and then we can take some of this stuff back with us.
Oh, it's you again.
Don't move. Don't move, friend. I am all about getting more of these. Flax, I don't think we're going to need to worry about for a while. I think we're good on all of it, actually. Okay, let's order a shipment, we'll say.
Good luck.
Now, if we're going to do that, we're going to have to say that we have to pay our wagoneer because we're ordering it. Nope, not the guy. Oh well. Guess I could see if there's any other stories that we need to work on. Not doing that. Hunt a moose, a pheasant, and a bear. Oh boy. How do we have in a day? Oh, 3 o'clock.
Oh, it's you again.
You sound pretty excited. I would be. Good to see you. Thanks for the ride. Yeah, and thank you for carting that stuff to our village, because obviously it's quite a shipment of manure. See if he ended up here. No, of course he didn't. Oh, she'd be good for him. Oh, look at that. A good extractor, and she has good skills. And she'd be perfect for our friend there. So, maybe we'll have to take you on. We could use another lumberjack. Lumberjill. We could use you in the village, friend. Alright, let's get back to our lovely wife. We have a gift for her that she will appreciate, and we have actually gotten the wine, and it did go off without a hitch so far. ... Now, we do need a... Oh, I need a bunch of stones. But I can't carry anything because we have this shipment coming in. of manure. So let's get that in there. And I'll come back out here and get a bunch of rocks. We can get our friend the miner to be set to go. Then we'll finish up our fields. We have a long way to go for that. Well, you know what? It would be rather silly to not just take care of this manure becoming fertilizer. Although, admittedly, we are about to change seasons, so we'll need something for our worker to do in the barn. But all of fall is going to be huge, and I think this is the fall that we need to be ready to expand our fields. That's where I think we are at. Which means we're going to need a lot of fertilizer. This is going to be the moment where we can really take off. This is the time where we can take and we can go from having just an okay amount of fields and a modest production to truly massive production. Hey, friend. Here we go. Have you take care of that, alright? You hop too, chop chop. I gotta take care of that fencing too. Good luck with the field work. We need to get that done before the season's done. That turns into a lot of our... We'll make some good meals in the fall to warm us up. And we'll also use that for a celebration. Why not? Great to have so many people here. We might as well celebrate all the joy of having us all coming together here in this village. And then start building up some... I don't know, just build up a good community in our village and have them get to know each other. It'd be nice if we had a village area that we could sit and eat together. Very much love that. Now that I have a miner, we can build pickaxes, even if they are simple. We need somebody who can craft. Now I know that we have one person who, she came to us with some skills and also is a hunter, which means we can say we have arrows now. That we can craft arrows, that is. And that would be a great thing to do. So in our next season, let's begin on that. I'd like to have found the travel brother, the brother in travel, for our miner. We'll see if we can find him in a different location. See where he ended up. Who knows? Oh, a few more stones over here, that'll be good. Nice. Not bad. With these stones in hand, we can go forth and we can get ourselves... Oops. No. Let's find out where we're at. We might as well gain some more strength. That is where we need to be. Now, the question is, we do have treasure hunters, so that could be worthwhile. I don't need the excavation, I don't need tree cutting, and miner's trance would be good, but we're not a miner. Not sure it's gonna matter. Lower durability of axes would be good, it's something that we do, and I would love to have this, but again, I'm not a miner, so I won't ever need that skill. So, I don't know, I think that will be just kind of our extraction skill. I'll probably take save the durability on our axes, just because that'll save us a little bit of resources, right? But since we are choosing to do this with our rule set, then we're stuck with that. Alright, let's do this. We'll have some stone pickaxes on hand, and now we'll switch our guy up to making the stone and getting us a space where we can have all kinds of stone tools. We need to get somewhere quicker with this mine, though. It will be really helpful. Of course, we will have a bit of a problem in the sense that we aren't going to be able to gather anything other than copper at first here. We may have to see if our gentleman can actually just get copper for us then. Alright, that is a great thing. Now, let's change things up, because we don't really need the clay, and we don't need the straw. The straw is great for skill building, which, by the way, if you're trying to get skills to be high, then I definitely recommend just max out that skill there. But for us, this is about these resources being used. So I'm going to go for getting ourselves to the point where we have 20 stones, and 60 straw is pretty good. I think another woodshed is in order. I wonder where we're at for our tech. How much longer until we have woodshed number 2? A long time. Okay, well, then we better build another woodshed. I think that for now, we can definitely use another woodshed, and we can clearly benefit from having this to complete a lot of our work. I don't want to put that in the way of our new homes. A lot of things in the build site. Here, you could always put it in the back of this house as just a current space holder, and also a nice work area. We can continue our building, and we'll take it down later when it gets further in the village. Alright, well, the crops are good. We do have a fence to finish. I think that that'd be good. I'd like to have all of our self set for our extraction here. We'll have one more lumberjack. That's going to help us out quite a bit. And I can take down the fences around our other orchard, because they are... I don't know, I think that fence is gone. It's seasonal, has gone through enough seasons that it needs to be taken down. Probably get some food for us, and we also have to make sure that we are here before the end of the night. We can't be working late into the night tonight, otherwise we're going to be in trouble with our lady. Maybe we should unlock a special recipe and try making something fun. I think that's worth it. Let's make a nice meal for this night. Let's finish up our work, and let's do that. Alright, now that should be more than enough logs to finish this project off. And we'll need some straw, of course. I decided not to bring any with. Ooh, I said more than enough logs, but that's going to turn out not to be true. One more log and 8 straw. Cool, we can do that. I'm surprised there are no logs just sitting in the woods out there that I haven't picked up yet. I should have figured. My apologies. I want to make sure I actually get the logs and don't just leave them across the season. So, yeah, I did use that just a bit just because I don't want to just waste that thing out there. 8 straw. Nice and easy. There we are. Clean ourselves off a bit while we're out here. Get a quick drink. And you know, while we're here, a waste of an arrow, but I want to try. As long as it's a stone arrow. Oh no, can't reach it. Too deep in the water. Can't get the hands to get the bow to sit high enough in the water to allow us to draw the string. Alright, now we'll go here, we'll finish this up. Boom, lots of jumping. I think we're gonna have to wait on that fence. There we are. Get myself stuck in here. There we are. Oh, it's getting to be evening. Let's go make some of these meals. Alright, I say we make... Where is it? I want to make meat with gravy. Yes. But I don't have any roasted meat yet, so... Let's pull some meat from our storage inventory, because we've definitely gotten some from all of the crow over these last few days. Should be good to go. Roast some of this up, we'll make a nice meal for our wife and I. This will be nice. And we do have the special occasion wine, so we're set there. But this meal, we'll make it extra special. Take some time for her, right? There we go, almost there. And after this, let's make this happen. Oh, we need a wood plate. Oh my, okay. It's gonna turn out that this is a lot of to-do. Go, fashion up some plates. Nice to have the money that we can actually do this now. Been a while. We haven't quite been at that spot yet, but here we are. We're getting there. And with the next year's crop of rye, I think we're going to be in a great place. And not to mention the flax. I mean, we've made great money making these simple hoods out of flax.
I can hear my stomach rumbling.
I believe it. Now, I don't want to miss out on talking with our wife, so let's make sure we get things out of our inventory. Don't need our inventory. Looks like all we have on hand is just one of those and some berries. The berries we can let go, but the... Oh, I better get a wiggle on it. Now I'm gonna leave out the cabbage to rot over there. We'll have to rule that to work.
If only
Oh, she's moving.
I could make a bench myself, but it's
Ew,
just
and here we are. Are you ready? There's been a change of plans. Oh, what? A friend of mine stopped by and told me a situation in Branica. There's a woman from outside the valley. Some commotion. Don't know the whole story, but they're calling her a liar or crook. What does that have to do with us? Oh, yeah. You didn't know he might have felt judged and alone. See if she needs help. But I have the wine. We're here, and she'll be fine. Well, because you... Oh, yeah. Ah, that can be extremely generous. Oh, I'll be back in a jiff. Yeah. See, you should have known that the situation would be so simple. Oh, well, let's see if we'll talk to her. Oh, no. Well, fine. At least I have this ready, and at least I, you know, Alright, well, let's go put away our food, and let's get ourselves ready to go for the next season. Oh dear. What a hoot. Alright, well y'all, it's been a lot of fun. Thanks for being here, and of course we knew that we would end up in a situation where we wouldn't quite be able to have things happen just yet. With quests, there's gotta be a twist, and it's always fun. So, we'll have to tear down the fencing on the cherry orchard next time around. Now, did I already make the orchard here? Looks like I need to make that. So, did I not make the orchard here, though? Looks like we have here. And then make one more here. Oh, so we only can fit 3 more. There we are. But I don't think we have a hoe on hand. So if we're gonna do this, I have to find one. I know exactly where there is one. Perfect. So let's go in here and let's finish this work real quick and then go to bed. Alright, there, now we can see what we're doing. I went through with the hoe, and I cultivated these. Sorry, again, the hoe forgetting to press unpause. And now here we are. We now have this done. Apple orchard is nice and full. We'll need to redo the fences next season there, and also expand the fields. So, we're in a good place here. Thanks for being a part of this today, and I look forward to seeing you next time around. Take care, y'all. We'll do the seasonal change on camera just because if anything happens between seasons, I want you to see it. Here we go. Off into autumn. And there we are, a thief. He tries to make excuses and it's up to you to decide. Cut off his hands, oh my. What does this mean? That has an impact on the king. I'm gonna let him go and banish him. I don't love the idea about that. Ooh, you shouldn't have trusted him. At least the inhabitants don't see you as a tyrant. Yeah, minus 3% of crafted items got removed from storage. Oh, boo. Well, Not ready to cut off his hands just yet, but that is how things used to be done in areas. Take care, y'all. Have a wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing you next time.